Yo, what's going on, boys? So, as most of you know, recently Dopa has been doing a rank 1 push on the Korean server. He's been grinding games. He got to rank 9, but unfortunately this week, he has been permanently banned his account once again on the Korean server when he gets into that top 10 reach. Previously it was his Trud account, now it's this account. It's unfortunate, but I think he definitely proved his point. Top 10 with ease, 64% win rate. He's been spamming a lot of Kassadin, a lot of TF. A lot of couple of weird picks as well. Vega and Nocturne, probably the two weirdest picks he's been pulling out into things like Aurelia mid as a counter. So today's gameplay is going to be a Kassadin review. It's probably going to be one of the last reviews I have on him for a while because most likely I saw him streaming the other day on back on Huya. So he's probably going to be streaming on the Chinese servers for a while and not really coming over to the Korean server. Maybe until next season. He likes to do an early season grind, so we'll see what he does then. But without further ado, let's get into today's video. Heading into the game now, quickly looking at the runes. He has like a sustain setup with that fleet footwork and the domination tree. You're going to be running this on Kassadin into like range matchups that poke you out early a lot. Things like the Orianna, the Syndra, LeBlanc, things that poke you out a lot. But for your melee matchups, things like think Aurelia, think Akali, Electrocute with Resolve secondary is usually what everybody's been going. Just because of how potent it is with your trades. It's so easy to proc as well. Well, we want to see how he starts his early lane. Dopa is notorious for not wanting to shove. He doesn't like to take risks early, so you'll probably see him just slowly take the wave back to the tower, avoid ganks. Maybe the Camille. Camille obviously always can look for level 2s. MF should know that, so she won't play too aggressive, but Dopa probably just looking to avoid as much harass as possible. Waiting for that first base in, waiting to kind of stack the items out, because really until I'd say about Rod, the MF is going to be bullying you out quite a bit. But obviously when Kassadin hits that later stages, oh shit, the MF gets a gank. The Camille may have ordered a minion there, I'm not too sure, but interesting gank path. We get the MF flash though, that's really important. Camille getting chunked out by Talia, probably going to boom, gets dropped down. At least the MF didn't get the red buff. Probably would have seen me leave the game if the MF got a red buff. Range matchup, getting red buff on Cass. Honestly, just go next. You can see Dopa here, he's got the wave in a perfect setup. MF's running low on health and mana. She's getting good ass harass off, man. Whenever I see a Kassadin pick, I try and pick Lucian, but obviously things like MF and stuff, I mean, it's cheesy, but it works. Physical damage. Dopa's sustaining a little bit with the fleet. This is why fleet's so good. Even though you get poked down a bit, you got that Dark Seal refillable. It's probably the most efficient starting items on Kassadin. Into a matchup like the Lucian or something, I'd probably go the Dorans. Otherwise, if you're into a good Lucian mid, or any type of poke or counter mid to the Kassadin, you're pretty much doomed. You can see here, he has the teleport. MF goes for the base, but Dopa is happy to sit around for a bit, build up. So if you have teleport, you can just sit in lane, build up a big wave, and then you try and crash it into the enemy, get your base off, teleport back with a better item, because you're gonna have a lot more gold than the MF. The MF bases here gets a boots, what's that? Boots and the dagger. Kassadin probably gonna base. I'm not too sure if he'll have enough of the blasting or he wants a little bit of armor. We'll see how he goes. You can see here the waves crashing in. Crown probably knows this. We'll see if he. You can see Crown. He's ordering the wave a little bit. He really wants to avoid this crash, and if you can, you pull the wave. I don't know if he's gonna be allowed to. So just watch on the minimap here, Crown pulls the wave. Any textbook mid laner should be doing this, guys. If the enemy is wanting back, you can pull the wave, set up a freeze in the mid lane, and just let the wave sit. You just auto attack, you last hit from then on, and you can deny the enemy 5 to 10 creeps. If they don't do what Dopa's about to do, teleport back and try and shove in. So to see him move up, it's always a good point if you got this freeze to call your jungler, because Dopa has to overextend to kind of fix this lane, so he doesn't get denied a lot of creeps. It's that pink ward bot side. What's he get? He gets boots and a ruby crystal. Boots is always nice. The spacing, Dopa loves getting that MS speed so he can kind of not only avoid skill shots and ganks, but also just so he can get his trades off while he's spacing in, and then he spaces out too quickly for the MF to kind of get her orders or trades off. So you can see him, he's kind of utilizing it here. Wave shoving back in him. He gets denied cannon, you see. He doesn't want to take that poke. Even for a cannon. So the wave is in a really nice spot for Dopa. Once again, the pull. This is low elo mids never do this. I don't understand. It's not that hard. It's really simple. Now Dopa will just let the wave sit. Look at... Now, watch Dopa's wave. It's going to get all cut down. This is MF farm that she's missing. She'll miss all this farm. Watch it. Look at the blue wave. Eat the red wave. Just from pulling it while the MF has to base. And Dopa catches them all. So MF tries it, gets denied because Dopa has a TP. Now Dopa does it. MF can come back in, but the problem with MF, right? She has no flash. She's into a Camille. It's very, very risky for her to be in this position. Camille not really looking for it. Dopa looking for a base here. We'll see if he actually commits for it. We'll see. Because he's obviously can maybe pick up only cloth armor, maybe. We'll see. Yeah, cloth armor and a control ward. So he's going to give a lot of farm here, but luckily the Camille can pick it up. But it is unfortunate. Round forms a bit of a CS lead. I think Dopa knows, like, if he dies or something like that early, it's going to be really hard for him to come back into the game. So he's kind of happy to concede the early, lose a little bit of XP, but he knows as the game progresses, he's going to outscale the MF so fucking hard. So enemy team up 3 kills. This is going to be a good game. A lot of my reviews, like, obviously Dopa's team just hard stomps and everyone's like, yo, what the fuck? Dopa, like, his teammates always win, but it looks like this game is going to be a good one where his teammates aren't. Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, I like this MF pick. Pre-6. You can tell, like, when you hit level 6, obviously that's not going to be a threat. I've got ult coming across the screen. Fucking spectator. Wave's in a good spot. It's pretty even. It's not really negative. MF is range, so it's not really an issue for her. Jesus Christ, that Thresh. Roaming in with those Moby boots. This is what you need to be doing as a support. Always look for those mid lane roams. The Varus needs to be careful, however. It's a worse feeling when the Varus drops when you roam as Thresh. 5-2 nothing. How does he come back into the game? Round goes for Zerka Greaves. What the fuck? I don't know why. I guess he just really wants that movement speed and that attack speed to get more autos off. Dopa just chilling. He's down a little bit. He's probably wanting that the Ninja Tarbite. But yeah, Dopa has been playing. It's his most played within the last like 2 weeks is Kassadin, guys. He has been absolutely spamming it. And a lot of other mid laners in Korea have caught on and started spamming it as well. He's mostly been doing electrocute setups, but he does the fleet footwork when needed into like a hard, difficult matchups like this. I think in lower elos, you can get away with electrocute probably every game. Not many laners are going to bully you so hard that like you 100% need fleet. And then level 6 comes along, you have a blasting wand, boom, you just all in. Don't be scared, just all in. You will win it. Unless they're like a Zed or a Talon or something, they're like a control mage. Just use your ultimate to dodge a skill shot and then just hard commit. You should be able to win, especially if you run that ignite. Got a little bit spicy setup with the ignite. Chubb's in here. He'll probably look for a base. He has enough. I would say he has enough for Catalyst, or he has enough for Ninja Tarbite. We'll see what he buys. Both are extremely important. He's also not getting handed blues. Ah, you cheeky fucker, Crown. Obviously, when you watch people like Faker, Dopa, Yukao, Rookie, they always try and like they have a sense of they know when the enemy's basing. So if you can stop that, oh, here we go. You're gonna get dropped here. Hopefully Dopa picks it up. Holy fuck, he gets away. Good flash by Crown. I actually thought 100% dead. What was I saying? What the fuck was I saying? I can't remember. I literally can't remember what I was saying. Dopa picks up the cannon here. 7-0, man. These are the games where it's like when I'm playing in Korea, my team FFs. It's like a 4-1 FF vote at 20 minutes or something, and the game's over. What the hell do you do? Back timings. I was talking about the base stoppages. If you can stop your enemy base as often as possible and just be really annoying, it's extremely, extremely important that you just deny their time. You kind of like make them waste time by sitting under tower, but they're not getting XP. Dopa picks up a Seekers, which is what I was not expecting. Seeker's Arm Guard needs to negate a lot of that early AD damage coming through from the MF. I see him do this against Talon when he's playing Twisted Fate. I think it's the only other time I've seen him kind of do this. Even into Zeds, he doesn't really go for the Seekers early, but into Talon he does. Into Lucian, sometimes he does mid if he's versing in his TF, so he's kind of adopted this for the Kassadin setup. And, I mean, right now he's starting to absorb a lot of damage. He got armor. he's honestly fine to scale into the later stages of the game. He's just got to hope that there's like a skirmish where he picks up a kill or two. Upside roaming. He has that control ward if he wants to drop it. Drop it here? No. For a topside roam. Onto an Urgot is kind of hard. The Urgot's really far ahead as well. Is he dropping that control? Saving it. Look at that poke. It's really not doing much anymore. I think Dopa deep down knows it. I mean, in a couple of minutes, especially when he hits that roller, it's just over for MF. He was just gonna hop onto the MF and just ride her. She's gonna be doomed. Fucking shame he got banned though, guys. I was watching his. There we go. That control ward there is really. Oh shit, is really. Oh, I think. Yeah, fucking hell. There's a good flash there. Obviously, Peanut's W coming from Talia. You have to dodge it initially. If you get caught up and you dodge afterwards, Talia's gonna get another Q rotation. You're probably gonna drop. That control ward there, it is a very safe control ward. When your team is behind, so like obviously your control ward in the mid lane side brushes are optimal, right? But when you're so far behind that you can't, if like the enemy mid or jungle comes there and you can't even contest it, what's the point? Do you know what I mean? They're just gonna clear it instantly. But if you put it there, they have to really hard commit to get that ward, and especially it's gonna be protecting your pathing towards blue buff if it spawns. So MF commits for the roam. Dopa doesn't like to roam much. Just sits mid. Make sure to collect the farm and XP. 101 CS at 11. He's doing okay when it comes to farm standards, but he really could be in a little bit of a better position. Should be able to get this Urgot right now. Okay, 1 kill on the board. Darksteel stacks are coming in. A little bit he's not picking up blues, which is unfortunate, but sometimes if the enemy jungle is so far ahead, you just have to concede blues and hope that the late game can come around where you can kind of just ramp up and carry the game. Shoved under tower here. If he had mana, he would 100% all in, but he just cannot. On Kassadin, you really want to get your W's onto the enemy champions because you get a percentage return on your mana. That's why when you get tier and you double your enemy, you literally get like 30% mana return. It's actually absurd. One thing Dopa also doesn't really do, I hardly ever see him do Emax. A lot of Kassadin players do Emax, especially into champions such as like melee champions like Talon, Aurelia. Emax is really nice, but Dopa, he just always loves the Qmax. I'm not sure why. I think it's what he's always done. He hasn't really changed it up, and it obviously works for him. He likes it. Wants the hard shove in here. He's kind of fucking but he's sitting on a lot of gold. He might have enough of the straight out rower, but he might actually offer a catalyst and a ninja tabba. I'm not too sure how much he has. Holy fuck. MF ult? Holy shit, that's close. I would have been so triggered if I died. Gets the base in here. MF building a little bit of a CS lead. Gonna poke on a tower. I mean, Crown's doing a pretty good job of pressuring the lane, just like he should. TP's coming back. Catalyst. And the blasting. He's TPing back to the bot lane. Well, not back to the bot lane, to bot lane to collect some kills. He should actually get a double here. Yeah, buddy. Get a shutdown as well. Picks up a lot of fucking gold. Darksteel stacks ramping up. If Dopa gets 10 stacks on a Darksteel, more often than not, recently he's upgrading to Soul Stealer. He loves Soul Stealer. Obviously, it fits his like really safe playstyle. So a lot of times he hits it and then he goes boom, 25 stacks. And you're laughing. It's such a good combo. The MS speed also is just so beneficial. You can see there as he moves up, he's kind of looking for where the MF is. Seeing what's really going on the map. Level 11 now. MF drops. Gold leads within 2,000. You can see in his playstyle, he doesn't panic. A lot of players, it was like 8-0 or something ridiculous. A lot of players panic and they start typing to their teammates. They start going, fuck. I could have carried, I could have done this, and it's like, Dopa doesn't do that. He just chills, he'll farm. If there's an opportunity or an opening like that bot lane, he teleports for it, he gets it, opens up the game. It's just small things like that Dopa, he wins these games that most players will just tilt out of and wouldn't actually have the opportunity to win. One bad thing of the enemy is they're stacking a bit of MR. You can see the Varus He's got that Wit's End. Merc Tread's coming out of the Urgot already. The enemy team probably knows Dopa is going to be the carry point of this team. So if they itemize MR before he gets ahead, they're going to be in pretty good stead during the mid game where they can maybe get a win. Guess that Roa. He goes Roa, then the Archangel, guys. Sometimes, like, it depends how he feels, but he may... Oh, that fucking hit. Nice hitbox, bro. Morgana, by the way. Sometimes he'll get the tier, and then he'll go like the Hourglass, and then he'll finish it later. Dopa really doesn't put emphasis on getting the tier stacked as quickly as possible. He, honestly, only player I see where he's just like... I've seen Dopa go tier like 3rd, 4th item sometimes. It just seems like he doesn't care. He's just really happy with the position that he's in. He's like, okay, well maybe this goes late. I'm just going to stack it up, get some mana return, but it's not as though he's just super rushed to get it. Do you know what I mean? Ulting around here. Half mana, but wants to collect some kills. Good hook by Thresh, but it's not going to net him anything. Varus getting the top side. Gets a solo on Umti. Umti, my dude. I did some jokes with Umti. I love that guy. It's funny as fuck. Crown is in a good spot, but I think right now the strict 1v1 Dopa is going to clean him up. Has a level advantage, item advantage. Everything is in Dopa's favor right now into this 1v1. If MF ults, you can Q to stop it, or you can just ult behind and you're just not going to get hit. See how Dopa turns up the aggression now. They're still a little bit far behind, but Dopa has the items, and it's not as though Dopa plays safe the whole game, guys. He mainly just plays the early game really slow tempo to make sure in this mid game he's at least at somewhat of a position to carry the game. Fucking hell. Everybody versus Dopa here. They're stacking mid lane, trying to drop it in. I don't think they can defend it. The Varus is actually pretty far ahead. Alright. He should have enough for tier here. Nope. Decides not to base. What's his plan? Wants to hold mid. If I'm Dopa, I'm wanting to get a base in, then I want to fight. Hard committing now is kind of annoying. Ooh, Scion or the MF. I think MF is fucking doomed here. Dopa ult again. She flashes. Fucking Urgot. Urgot comes in, cleans up. Dopa playing the outskirts of the fight. He's making sure not to get in close. He's kind of waiting for everybody to get low to see if he can actually commit. No, he can't get anything. He's just waiting to see if there's an opening, but there's no opening, it seems. A little bit frustrating. 5k down behind now. He has teleport coming up. It's not going to be available after the base though. Look at him, he's just hovering and staying, hey. He's just slowly watching the map and looking for openings. Kind of awkward where he's kind of... Every time now he's based and then he's stopped and then based and then stopped. Should pick up the Varus here. Shutdown. Goes over to the Kai'Sa. It's unfortunate, but... I mean, kills on Kai'Sa isn't a bad option. Kai'Sa's scaling is actually insane. Ooh. Ooh. I think you gotta bail, my dude. Yeah, like it. Kill into MF. You can see he ult flashes there to kind of reposition. Ult flash is like a really important mechanic on Kassadin. You need to use it a lot of times in late games to kind of just secure kills and secure your refunds of mana and stuff like that. It's usually like a desperation play, or just to one-shot somebody if they. Obviously, I don't build Lich on Kassadin because I don't think it's needed, but you can still get that one rotation onto like an 80 carry if they miss position. Alright, he's sitting on a lot of gold here. Let's see what he buys. Probably a tier. I don't think he has enough for outright tier. Yep, Hourglass tier. Having Hourglass on Kassadin, obviously he... Ooh, and the double control water so he can split. Goodbye refillable. Having the Hourglass on Kassadin, it just means you can ult in, get your execute, Hourglass, your ult up. When your Hourglass is off, then you can ult again, ult away or ult in. It's such an underrated item on Kassadin, especially in the high elos. If I'm smurfing, I don't really buy it because because I'm usually going for like a death cap or something. But in these high elos, it's needed just because of how accurate they are of like catching up with Kassadin if you ult in. He hasn't really 1-3-1 this game at all. Usually with the Kassadin or the TF, you see him dropping into a side lane early, but this game, it's honestly just been skirmish after skirmish. What is it? 32 kills in 20 minutes. More than a kill a minute. He's just been slowly getting kills and just reacting to the fights. Most of the time, though, you can see he's not really proactive, is he? He's more reactive in his playstyle, which definitely on Kassadin is usually the better bet until you're 16, where it's just like, I see, I kill, I ult, I headbutt my keyboard, and everything dies. Fuck, the gold lead's actually getting really far. Almost too far to come back from, I think. They need a good team fighter, so Varus is cleaning the map, playing really well. Dopa looking for a flank behind. They obviously, yeah, you can see how slow he plays it. He doesn't use his ultimate to kind of gap close either, because he knows if he does it, MF's, yeah, Talia W probably going to clean him up. Here we go. Watch how he positions in the back. He's looking right for the back. He doesn't want to go to the front side unless everybody's already dropped and the CC's down. You can see he's kind of looking to get behind the Varus there, but he couldn't quite get it. Urgot drops low anyway, so the win-win for him. Picks up another kill. Save it. Save it. Nice. Alright, level 14. TikTok, motherfuckers. Once you get 16 on Kassadin, holy shit. It's actually just like you're a ticking time bomb, to be fair. That 16 is so potent. Your ultimate's on like it's less than 2 seconds. It's like a 1.4 second cooldown or something. And because like you have that Archangel, with your mana return from your W, it's like you can get so many ults off. Like 7 or 8 ults. It's actually fucking, it's just ridiculous. Base is here. Keep starting his bases and stopping. I think I see the Talia looking for a pick on it, but they're not too sure. Is it Lost Chapter buy here, or is he? I don't think he has full buy, does he? Oh my god, he's on Soul Stealer. Okay, here we go. Next team fight determines the game. If he picks up a clean team, like his flash is coming up as well. I think Soul Stealer is always a risky item, but if you have your flash, it's like a no-brainer, because if you have a flash for the next team fight, like obviously you can just play a team fight so far back you're not going to die, and then you collect the kills, flash out if you need to, boom, you're probably 25 stacks even if you get a really nice fight. Like it's such a nice snowbally item, especially if the game's even and you're confident in your next team fight. There it goes. MF gets caught up. Look for the Talia, look for the Talia, look for the Talia. Oh, gets hooked. Still drops Peanut. There goes Thresh. There goes Varus. 20 stacks. And at this point, even though they're still 4k behind, you're getting rude. Like the team's confidence, they're getting very, very confident that they can actually come back and win the game, which is having like, it's so important that your team has the confidence in Korea. I feel like as soon as the one team's morale drops down, they just go one by one into suicide. But they pick up the Baron, pick up a bunch of kills. Dopa's got a fucking lot of gold. And the game's looking in good stead. He's going to be 16 in the next minute. Lost Chapter now. He really wants that Seraph's. But it's 24 minutes and still doesn't have it, guys. You can see how I was saying before. He really doesn't have like this emphasis and rush on it. He's not too fast. He gets the Soul Stealer instead. He's just chilling. He's just chilling. He knows the tempo of the game. He knows that the enemy team doesn't get Baron. They can't end. And a team fight's probably going to go his way eventually, which it does. See if he just hard commits here, because he has teleport, so it's not as though he really needs to join the team. You can just side lane here. He can probably steamroll anybody that comes to him, right? Level 16 now. So if you're in this position, guys, with the teleport, commit to the side lane. He can drop 1 or 2 towers here, honestly. Watch Kassadin. You can drop it so quick as well. Your W empowered gets you extra damage on the tower. It's really nice. He's pinging now. He's going to commit for this tier 2. Now your team, you really don't want your team here to hard commit. You want them to dance and waste their time. So they're just going in between bot and top. Okay, this guy's adaptive, so you're not going to be doing much damage there. Looking for a flank now where the Urgot's there. Jesus Christ. Look at this level 16. He's hungry, man. It's like I was saying. Boom, boom, boom. Ult, ult, ult. He'll have the Seraphs now. Here we go. Into the Void, most likely. He'll probably go Void. I mean, a Void here gives you way more... it gives you more damage than if you had Death Cap, because they have so much MR they're stacking. Adaptive on the Urgot, Banshees on the Talia. Nothing on the MF, but the Varus and the Thresh both having MR, so it's just going to be giving you a little bit more damage with that percent penetration. He gets bot lane tower, goes up top, drops top lane tower. After this, the gold lead is even. It's always good when you get a comeback, like, and you still have the map to open up. So like you come back into the fight and you open the map, so like you get like 4-5k gold swings. I don't know who matches him. See, this is exactly what Dopa loves. This is the position where he loves. And you'll see, because he's not playing TF, right? So TF in this scenario has to back up a lot. Kassadin, you can go balls deep, and you still have your ultimate just go boom, watch, boom, 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 ultimate. It's just such a short cooldown that it feels like committing for a Kassadin is just useless. Flash ultimates, goodbye crown, ults over, beautiful positioning here. He may be in trouble, but we'll see. The Hourglass comes up trump. Varus, fuck yeah, no. But he's still going in, actually inting. Okay, that last ultimate, a little bit cocky, let's be real. That's a little bit not Dopa-esque, but he's on a rampage. He saw the opening. Still 15 stacks on the Soul Stealer, thankfully, but that last ultimate, man. The team, it went so perfect. It doesn't matter that much. As long as the team doesn't get aced. Umpty has 10 kills now, he's fine. They have 2 carry threats. Mid lane tower drop. Gold lead now is in the red side's favor. Poor Peanut. Peanut played really well. It's unfortunate that he has an MF. The champion's actual dog shit at this stage of the game. Poor Crown. Like, fuck. I don't know. He was one of my favorite mids at one point, and then he just started inting, man. I don't know why. What happened? Holy shit. Here comes a TP. Oblivion Orb. He wants that Oblivion Orb. He doesn't even want the Void. He's just gone straight penetration. He's going to be doing true damage now to the MF and the Talia pretty much. Fucking disgusting champion. So it's interesting there that he doesn't go the Void. I'm guessing it's because he just had the perfect gold amount, and the Oblivion Orb really does work well in with the Sork boots. You have 33 Magic Pen. Into something when MF has no MR pretty much. You're doing true damage into Talia as well. Pretty much true damage. Obviously in the Urgot, it's not as good, but it's still great. Ult's in here. Fucking hell, man. Gets shut down by the Varus. God, that hurts. It must have been full stack Rage Blade. Ints a little bit there. Dude, twice now. He's actually gone way too overconfident on the Kassadin. He's just testing numbers, maybe. Like, what do you boys reckon? Do you reckon he would have hit rank 1 if he had an extra 10 days to get it? Or do you think not? I think he actually had a really good shot. He was playing really well. He was gaining like 100 LP a day. He got hard stuck at like certain points, but it was only for like 2-3 days, whereas at the same LP. Then the next day, go on a streak, get that LP and just sustain it. He was struggling in some games, but I think that's just the nature of Korean solo queue. Sometimes you get hard camp. They know it's Dopa now. I mean, what can you do, really? MF now has the Maw, or the Hex Drinker going into the Maw. What the fuck's Varus building, man? Spirit Visage. Is he going adaptive or like... Wait, what? Always confident. My man. They dropped 2 inhibs. Actually hella bad. Dopa coming in hot and spicy, looking for that flank. I don't know if he can get in. He gets 1. They're all caught up. Let's see how he plays it. Oh my fucking god. Oh, Kassadin is so fun to play at this point, guys. It's honestly, if you haven't played Kassadin, honestly give it a go. Gets a quadra kill, 25 stacks. Enemy team commits for 2 inhibs, but they should have only committed for 1 and reset, because the Kassadin was coming up too quick. He just bounced over everything. Just bops it. Everybody's head. We'll see if he sells boots. I know Dopa recently on TF and Kassadin, he likes, if he's full build, selling boots for Spellbinder. If they don't have much CC. So if he was playing into like a Lissandra, Elise or something, he may swap the Sorks for Mercs. But into thing like a comp like this, you can go Spellbinder easily, ramp up 100 stacks, press it before you start ulting. You're going quick, you got extra AP, it's just a win-win. Looking for an assassination now. Kind of playing like an assassin, just waiting. If someone comes here, even if they have flash, like, there's nothing you can do actually. It's just going to be 100-0. He's looking for it. It's Leah probably. Is there actually anyone? Do you reckon Urgot would survive? I think Urgot even wouldn't survive. But he actually, no, he doesn't have Void. I think Urgot would survive. It's the only member that would. Can't get the pick. Decides to hard shove in top side. Baron's up as well, so they kind of. I just want to see how he plays his Baron fight. See if he like sits in the pit or he just flanks behind. He has his flash up, so you can definitely play it really aggressive. Alright, so enemy team looking for an engage in the mid side. He drops into the Baron pit, just playing it really slow. He's looking for a base in here. What you base him for? Elixir? Spellbinder. Oh shit. He actually has, he's gone the Spellbinder, so this next team fight, man. It's all or nothing. He wants to ramp up those Spellbinder stacks as well. I don't think he's gonna have enough. Wait, did he just buy the... It looks big. Wait, he bought the tenacity elixir, no? No, he did. So no mercs, no boots, he buys the tenacity elixir. I've never thought about that, but that's actually very smart if you're playing something like a Kassadin, that if you get CC'd up, you die. Wait, is he? Holy fuck, that Barret's doing a lot. Cleans it up, plays it slow. Drops in, drops out. He didn't do that much that team fight, but I mean, he did the damage, popped out. This should be game. This is definitely game. So I hope you enjoyed probably my last Dopa review I'll be doing in a long time, guys. It's been nice watching him climb in the server. It was good to actually get a chance to even verse him, even though if it was in mid lane when I was over in Korea. But yeah, until next time, I'll catch you later. And make sure to leave a thumbs up in the video and a comment for what type of review you want to see next.